More than 90 million years ago, northern Africa was not a sea of endless sand. It was one of the richest ecosystems the world has ever known. Its name was Bahariasaurus. Ironically, what makes this colossal hunter remarkable today is not what scientists know, but everything they have lost. Instead, its story is built from scattered evidence, fragmented records, and one of the greatest scientific tragedies of the 20th century. In 1912, German paleontologist Ernst Stromer arrived at Egypt's Baharia oasis. What his team uncovered exceeded every expectation. The animal possessed unusually long hind limbs, suggesting a predator built for both size and remarkable mobility. At first glance, the discovery seemed destined to transform our understanding of Africa's largest predatory dinosaurs. Yet the evidence was frustratingly incomplete. Critical bones, especially the skull, were either missing or too fragmentary to reveal the animal's true identity. Nevertheless, Stromer carefully documented every specimen, producing detailed sketches, measurements, and scientific descriptions that would soon become priceless. For the first time, scientists could study the mysterious giant outside the harsh conditions of the Egyptian desert.
Keep digging. We need to be careful. Over here, slowly.
Some believed Bahariasaurus represented an entirely unique lineage. Others argued it belonged among the giant carnosaurs that dominated the Cretaceous world. Then history intervened. As Europe descended into the chaos of the Second World War, scientific discoveries became increasingly vulnerable. Then came the devastating night of April 24th, 1944.
Look at the size of that thing.
Allied bombing raids struck Munich, engulfing large sections of the city in fire. Among the buildings consumed by the flames was the museum that housed Bahariasaurus. Within a single night, decades of scientific work disappeared beneath collapsing walls, burning timber, and shattered stone. Without the original fossils, future generations of paleontologists were forced to rely almost entirely on Stromer's notes, photographs, and illustrations. Every sketch became scientific evidence. Every missing detail became another obstacle to understanding what Bahariasaurus truly was. Few dinosaurs have suffered such a catastrophic loss of evidence. Ironically, the destruction of its fossils made Bahariasaurus even more famous. It was no longer remembered only as a giant predator. It became a symbol of how fragile scientific knowledge can be and how easily millions of years of history can vanish within a single night. Until new discoveries in North Africa began to reopen a scientific investigation that continues to this very day. Advanced CT scanning and digital reconstruction allowed researchers to study the internal structure of fossil bones without damaging them. Yet despite these remarkable advances, no newly discovered specimen has matched the completeness of the fossils lost during the war. Some researchers argue that Bahariasaurus was a true Carcharodontosaur, closely related to the enormous predators that dominated northern Africa. Several scientists have even suggested that some fossils once assigned to Bahariasaurus may belong to entirely different dinosaurs. This possibility highlights one of paleontology's greatest challenges. Unlike living animals, dinosaurs cannot be observed directly.
Secure those guy ropes. We can't let
Every conclusion depends upon incomplete evidence preserved across millions of years by extraordinary geological chance. A single misplaced fossil can influence scientific interpretation for generations. For Bahariasaurus, those uncertainties are multiplied by the disappearance of the original specimens themselves. Instead, each discovery seems to generate even more questions than it answers. And that is precisely why Bahariasaurus remains one of paleontology's most enduring mysteries. The history of Bahariasaurus demonstrates that even the most extraordinary discoveries can be vulnerable to events completely unrelated to science. What survived was not the skeleton itself, but the determination of scientists who refused to let its story disappear. The Sahara may appear empty, but beneath its surface lies one of Earth's richest archives of prehistoric life. If another Bahariasaurus skeleton is eventually discovered, it could answer questions that have remained unresolved for generations. One complete skeleton might rewrite more than a century of scientific interpretation. Until that day arrives, every reconstruction remains an informed hypothesis rather than a final answer. Science advances by questioning accepted ideas, testing new evidence, and acknowledging what is still unknown.